गणपतिगं हवामहे कविं कवीनामुपमश्रवस्तमं ज्येष्ठराजं ब्रह्मणां ब्रह्मणस्पत न शृण्वन्नोतिभिस्सीदसादनम् ॐ श्री महागणपतये नमः। सरस्वत्यै नमो नित्यं भद्रकाल्यै नमो नमः। वेदवेदान्तवेदाङ्ग विद्यास्थानेभ्यैव च सदाशिवसमारम्भाम् शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्ताम् वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्। श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानाम् आलयं करुणालयम् नमामि भगवत्पाद शङ्करं लोकशङ्करम्। शङ्करं शङ्कराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणं सूत्रभाष्यकृतौ वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः। व्यासं वसिष्ठनप्तारं शक्तेः पौत्रमकल्मषम् पराशरात्मजं वन्दे शुकतातं तपोनिधिम्। व्यासाय विष्णुरूपाय व्यासरूपाय विष्णवे नमो वै ब्रह्मनिधे वासिष्ठाय नमो नमः। अचतुर्वदनो ब्रह्मा द्विबाहुरपरो हरिः अभाललोचनः शम्भुः भगवान् बादरायणः। ॐ सहनाववतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै। तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। Repeat this also. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. First and second third goes down. Shanti Shanti Shanti. So we will now see the first sutram. We were seeing that and try to understand the basic point. If you remember, I had said that this first sutram of Brahmasutra is the introduction to the Brahmasutra. It is called technically in Sanskrit as Upodghat. Upodghat means that which gives you the entry to the Brahmasutra. Like the door is the one it gives the entry to the room. Similarly, it is the entry sutra. It is neither inside, neither outside. Door is neither outside, neither door is totally inside. So it is the link between the outside and the inside. It is the connector. So, and therefore it has anubandha. Anubandha. So, anubadhyate shastrena iti anubandha. That which is attached to the shastra as the integral part, but it is not the shastra. Anubandha. If you remember in Tattvabodh, you have been hearing this word. So, Jnanam Yat Pravartakam. Their definition was given, that which prompts to hear, to go into the text. You want to go into the text because of Anubandha. So what is the meaning of Jnanam? Anu means paschat. So Jnanam Anu Yat Jigyasu Badhyate. That after knowing which the seeker gets tied to the Shastra. Jnanam Anu. Jnanam means after knowing what is in the Shastra, the Jigyasu Badhyate. He gets tied to the Shastra. He gets attached to the Shastra. He gets affiliated to the Shastram. That is called the Anubandha. See, new meanings you are seeing. Although you heard in Vedanta Ramanam about Anubandha a lot, I don't know what people said there. I have not heard. A lot of brahmacharis were talking about Anubandha. But I don't know what they had talked. I had not heard anybody. So, Anubandha is a very technical word. So, one meaning what we saw, Jnanam Yat Pravartakam. And what we saw last class, so Anubadhyate Shastrena, that which is attaching to the Shastra. And one more meaning, Anu means Jnanam Anu. So somebody said that in this Brahmasutra there is something called Brahman. So now you got affiliated after the knowledge that, oh, it is in this, it is there. Oh, okay, it can be anything. It can be anything. Sometimes I go to the airport, a lot of bookshops are there. So time is there, 1 hour, half an hour. So I go and see the bookshops. So you see the back, where what is the subject of this book. So your subject is about some person, Lauren. So who wants to hear that? So there is no badnati is not happening. Jnanam Anu Bas. Na Badhyate. You are not getting affiliated to the book. But supposing something is there which attracts me about Hinduism or about some Devi worship is there, so then you get affiliated to that particular book. So Jnanam Anu Yat Shastrena Yat Jigyasu Shastrena Badhyate. See, this is the good definition. Jnanam Anu means paschat. Later on, like Anuja. Anuja means second born, later on born. Later on. She is not the first child. Agraja. Elder sister is called Agraja. Anuja means younger sister. Anuja. Anuj means younger brother. Anuj. Okay. So, Jnanam Anu Yat Shastrena Jigyasu Badhyate. He gets tied to that Shastra. So this through which he gets tied is called Anubandh of that Shastra. Like, what is the Anubandha of Gita? First chapter is the Anubandha of Gita. First chapter. First chapter is not strictly speaking part of Bhagavad Gita. Bhagavan is not saying, no philosophy is given in first chapter. Only one line Bhagavan has talked, nothing. Pashya Parth Sarvetan Kuruniti. These are the Kuru Kauravas. But that is the appendix, that is the entry to Bhagavad Gita. If you don't know the first chapter, you will not know why the Gita has been said. What is the purpose? Why the Gita has been mentioned? First chapter is not the main topic, but it is a door to understand Bhagavad Gita. Otherwise you will say, what is the problem? Why the Gita has been initiated? So, actually speaking, Brahmasutra will start from the second sutra. This is called Upodghat Sutra. And if you remember, I had talked about the Anubandh Chatushtaya. So Anubandh had 4 topics: Adhikari, Vishaya, Prayojan and Sambandh. Okay. So, and you know that. Who is Adhikari? Sadhan Chatushtaya Sampanna. So one who is endowed with the fourfold qualification. What is that? Vivek, Vairagya, Shat Sampatti and Mumukshatva. So I am not going to describe the Sadhan Chatushtaya, you have known that. So it is a rule that whatever Shastra is talking, before that it should give the Anubandh Chatushtaya. And it is the rule in our life also. If somebody, you are doing any project, you say, okay, what is the target audience? Whom are you, who is the main addressee of this particular project? Whom you are targeting through this work? So Adhikari is there. Then what is the main topic now? Vishaya is there. Then Prayojanam is there. What is the purpose of that? And after Prayojanam, Sambandh is there. How shall I establish my relationship with this project? So now I will give you a little technical details about the Anubandh Chatushtaya. So there is one shlok, it says, same Anubandh Chatushtaya is defined like that. So Adhikari cha Vishayaha Sambandhascha Prayojanam. You can write it. Adhikari cha Vishayaha Sambandhascha Prayojanam. Adhikari cha Vishayaha Sambandhascha Prayojanam Shastrarambha Phalam Proktam. Second line. Shastrarambha Phalam Proktam. Adhikari cha Vishayah Sambandhascha Prayojanam Shastrarambha Phalam Proktam. So this is called Phalam. And it is called Anubandha Chatushtaya. Shastrarambha Phalam Proktam. So before you enter into the Shastra, this is called the fourfold fruit has to be shown. Shastrarambha Phalam Proktam. So this Phalam is called Anubandha Chatushtaya. This fourfold fruit, before you enter Shastra Arambha, Shastrarambha Phalam Proktam, this fourfold fruit is called Anubandham, Anubandha Chatushtayam. So if this Shastra does not tell that, then there will be nothing to enter into it. Pravritti is not there. Supposing you organize camp also, so you write who can join the camp. what will be taught? What is the purpose? How I can be associated with the particular camp? So this is how it is said. So first is adhikari. I had told technical definition of adhikari. Anybody remembers that? Huh? Huh? Aparyudastha. So arthi samarthi vidwan, one who is arthi means desirous, samarthi means capable. Actually this much is enough, but this is given in the Jaimini Sutra. So samarthi vidwan, one who knows what he wants, and what he wants should not be against the scriptures also. So that is called qualified student in Vedanta. So not everybody who wants to study Vedanta is a qualified student of Vedanta. He may want, but he is not qualified, because he should be capable. That means he should have necessary purification of mind also. And he should know what he is studying also. That is called adhikari. Okay, adhikari. Adhikari, in other words, in layman's language, I am not going to tell now, that what fruit has been mentioned in the scripture, and somebody does something, so he gets the fruit after doing that. Adhikari means, so prayojan phalamanta adhikara. So supposing it is said that car's work is to take you to some place. I want to go to X area and I know the path and I have to go there. But I want to drive the car. So arthi is there. But my age is only 12-year-old. So samarthi is not there, because I am not capable of handling such a big car. Therefore there is a limit, 17, 18 year, whatever. What is 18 year? Driving license, 18 year. 18 year. So you can get at the age of 18. Before that, you cannot even touch the brake with your short. So you cannot even put the brake. Therefore, you are not samarthi, although the child may like to drive the car. Why? It won't give the fruit of driving the car. You may end up in accident and disturb others also. You did not get the fruit. So when adhikar is there, a person does something, so the fruit of that action comes to him. Only by desire he is not fit for knowing the having the adhikar. Desire does not mean you should be doing what you want. Got my point? You should be doing what you want. That does not mean that, because fruit won't be there. Supposing morning class is going on, somebody wants to attend, all of a sudden, I want to attend morning class. Now the morning class, already some text has been taken, and I will say here the world is an illusion, and he has first time come in the Chinmaya mission. There is no purpose in doing. Like yesterday I was telling that there is nothing called practice of Vedanta. If somebody was very new and heard that, so he gets thoroughly confused. He cannot think Swamiji is wrong also. Neither he can say I can, because everything is practice oriented in life. So he got a fruit called confusion. Instead of getting the fruit of Vedanta called mukti, he got bandhan. So he was not adhikari of that. Got my point? So therefore adhikar is a very important thing. Therefore don't invite others in Vedanta class. He should start from the beginning stages, then he can come. He should. Oriya Baba used to lock the door when he was teaching Vedanta. And if some devotee came and he said, I also want to study Vedanta, then he used to say, these people, they have no bhava, therefore I am teaching them Vedanta, don't worry. And if Vedantis said, I also want to do bhakti, he said, these people are, they are not capable of Vedanta, therefore I have to tell all these things. So, so both he used to satisfy, because that adhikar is not there. Okay, so I also discourage people from entering into higher classes without going through the proper procedure in any class. Evening class is for everybody, because I am talking about something which will be directly with their life. Up here, very highest truth is talked of, and that too Brahmasutra. Who was there? I said, which book you have read? Somebody was there. I said, which book have you read? Here only the person is sitting. So, only Ashtavakra Gita, nowadays I am seeing Ashtavakra Gita, This Ashtavakra Gita should not be read. It should be read only by the teacher after you have mastered the Upanishads. Okay, this is a little not difficult, but it negates quite a bit. Like Manduk is there, Ashtavakra is there, Khandan Khanda Khadya is there. So it's something you will not understand properly. You will end up in problem. So don't randomly start reading on YouTube or hearing on YouTube, because you are not adhikari for that. Okay, try to do more karma yoga, more bhakti yoga, sadhana. Slowly purify your mind, get sadhan chatushtaya, and then leave to the Lord after that. The attraction for reading such books, attraction, not qualification, is called adhikari. Second is called, please maintain the sequence, don't jump here and there. After adhikari, sambandh. No. After adhikaris there is Vishaya. Vishaya here means subject matter. Subject matter of Vedanta Shastra. Tell me in one word, what is the subject matter? Subject matter is Brahma. Brahma is the subject matter. So, when we are using the word Brahman, please note, we are not introducing a new word called Brahman. Rather, it's disclosing the real nature of Atma. So it's the disclosure of the essential nature of Atma. So subject matter is the disclosure of the essential nature of Atma called Brahman. I am not using a fresh new word, totally new word called Brahman. Rather, Atmanah Brahmatvam Brahmatva. Atmanah Brahmatvam Pratipadyam. So, what is the subject nature now of this Vedanta Shastra? Please get my point. The Brahman nature of the self is revealed. Pratipadyam is being propounded, had been propounded. So Atma, so in what will you say now in one line, in one word? Brahmatmaikya. Brahmatmaikya. Brahmatmaikyam. It is not telling about the Atma, it is telling about the essential nature of the Atma, real nature of the Atma. Uncontaminated by ignorance nature of the Atma. That nature which is uncontaminated by the ignorance or Maya. Okay, this is the Vishaya. Oh, so you are telling about myself. Yes, then it has to be interesting. So this is called the Vishaya, subject. Here Vishaya doesn't mean sense objects. Here Vishaya means the subject matter. Now third comes the prayojanam. What is the prayojan of this Vishaya? When you are telling the Vishaya, please note, Vishaya and prayojan are two different things. If you don't read properly, all appear same only. If you don't know certain things, all appear same only, and then you feel why these two words are given. When it is said that Vishaya has been mentioned, then what is the purpose of the Vedanta? Already you told. Then what is the purpose of Vedanta? Well, I am telling you what is the purpose of this text. What is the purpose is that by knowing the Brahmatva nature of the self, I will be now persuaded to discard the abrahmatva nature. So, the prayojan is, Vishaya has been said now, that you are going to know the nature of Brahman, but again why you are writing prayojan? To discard, dissociate the abrahmatva nature of the Atma. Got my point? So there are two things now. I will assert the Brahmatva nature and I will discard the abrahmatva delusion. This is the prayojan. So the text is not only, subject matter is one thing. But I knew that. I knew the subject matter, but subject matter knowing is not sufficient. Now the purpose of entering into is that it will go through a procedure of abrahmatva nished. Atmanah abrahmatva nished. So how will you say that? How will you say now? Brahmajnanena abrahmatva nivritti iti prayojanam. Subject matter is Brahman and Atma is Brahman by nature. This is the same. But prayojan, why you have to read it? If this is the subject, why should I read the whole text now? To get that knowledge. So that you can come to the Vishaya. To get that knowledge, where you are today. So what is the prayojan takes the adhikari to the Vishaya. The prayojan uniting the adhikari's present status is of the ignorance. It takes to the Vishaya. So Brahmajnanena abrahmatva nivrittihi. So abhi kya hai? Right now is Atma is abrahma. This is adhikari. He feels I am limited by time, space, I am living, I am walking. So this is abrahmatva. And now what prayojan will do? That by Brahmajnanena abrahmatva nivritti iti prayojanam. Right? So Brahmajnanena abrahmatva nivritti. In short. So what is the connection? By prayojan goes to the adhikari and gives knowledge to the adhikari and takes to the Vishaya. Right? So Brahmajnanena, now how will I say? Jivatva nivritti is phalam. This is the phalam. So prayojan and phalam are same word. Prayojan and phalam are the same word. So make it more clear. So Brahmatva jnanena samsara nivritti. Janma mrityu nivritti. Jivatva nivritti. Dukkha nivritti. Now I am using all these words now. Making a more common language. Like Atyantik dukkha nivritti and Paramanand Prapti. This is the prayojan like that. And kena prakarena ajnana nivritti. Ajnana nivritti prakarena. So samsara nivritti is the ultimate prayojan of the Brahmasutra or the Vedanta Shastra, you can say. So I am free from all the limitations. Okay. These are the three factors. Now comes the sambandha. So what is sambandha? So relationship. Natural question asked, between what and what? Relationship. Supposing somebody asks, what is your relationship? What will you answer? Don't answer anything. You have to ask, with whom? Some people want to answer without understanding the question. If he is asking, what is your relationship? Full stop. He keeps quiet. So you also keep quiet. No need to answer. Or you ask, with whom are you asking? So when relationship is between two relationship is there. So relationship is always dvinishtha. So sambandh is always dvinishtha. It has twofold sambandh is there. So here what is the same? In this context, what relationship you are talking about? I am talking about the relationship of the text and what this text will give. I am repeating it. See, this sambandh is little, people don't understand this sambandh properly. Sambandh is that this text is there and the text is there. What this text will tell me? So, text, the sambandh of the text and what it is going to propound is called pratipadak pratipadya sambandh. Okay, pratipadak. Pratipadak means what is called, pratipadak means propounder. And pratipadya means propounded what has been said. This relationship is called pratipadak pratipadya sambandha. So textbook, so what we'll say in Sanskrit, grantha vishayoho shastra vishayoho sambandha ka. What is the text and what it is going to tell about? So, what is that? Because unless sambandh is there, your pravritti won't be there. Supposing I was seeing a book, so I already have certain thing which I wanted to know. Supposing I wanted to know more about the India or Himalayas, Himalayan masters, I wanted to know about Himalayan masters, saints of Himalayas. This was in my mind. Okay, and I was browsing through the book. So this is called pratipadya. And when I will see the book in the bookshop, so I will try to find out whether this pratipadya is there or not in that book. I hope so. You just don't randomly turn the pages. You really want to find out something. And then I saw a book, Himalayas. Okay, so I asked him, can I see the book? Himalayas. So he gave yes. So I said, let me browse through it. So it was telling about how Himalayas are wide, tall, what are the seasons. This is not what I wanted. I wanted to know the saints of Himalayas. So you see that, so shopkeeper got very optimistic that he will purchase something. That book had a nice bound cover was also there. cost was also written 2000. But it was not what I wanted. I said, sorry, this is not what I was looking for. So Pratipadya is already in your mind and you are searching for a Pratipadak. And once you see any book where it was, supposing there was one great Swami, his name was Swami Ram. He had one book called Himalayan Masters. No? Himalayan Masters. Eh? No. Wandering Himalayas, Taponji Maharaj. Himalayan Masters, something like that. Very long, tall book is there. You must have heard? Huh? Big book is there. No, that is not about. Sundaranand has just taken the photograph. He is photograph oriented. When Swami Ram was there. Then I saw that book. Immediately my mind went there. And then I said, please give me the book. This is what I was looking for. Okay, you cannot establish relation with anybody unless what you wanted, he is giving that. Person also, ashram also, project also. You cannot establish a relationship. You want something you wanted, and this particular person gives me what I want. And therefore, here Pratipadya is Brahman in Brahmasutra, coming back. And Pratipadak is Brahmasutra. So there is a Pratipadya Pratipadak Sambandha. Brahma and Brahmasutra has Pratipadya Pratipadak Sambandha. Get this point now. Brahmasutra is not going to tell about Karma Kand. Neither it is going to tell about Karma Yoga. As a central theme, it is the main theme of Brahmasutra that Karma Kand may be mentioned, but that is not the main Pratipadya. That is not what the main thing I was about to tell. So Brahma and Brahmasutra is called Pratipadya Pratipadak Sambandha. So what is the sambandha of the text with Brahman? You have to say like that now. With Brahman, because Jigyasu is about the Brahman. Jigyasu is not for anything else. He is not talking about thinking about anything else. He has already come to know about the essential nature of the self. So, what this text will tell about? This text will be the Pratipadak of the Pratipadya Brahman, what you are searching. So here Pratipadya is Brahman, because this is the Vedanta student is there. And therefore Pratipadak, it is going to propound what you wanted to know about that. I hope this is the clear. So main theme is the Brahman. There may be auxiliary themes also. Side like Karma Kand, Karma Yoga, Upasana, Brahmasutra has tackled many things. But that is not the main aspect. Central theme is not there. Okay. Well, what happens in the ashram? Well, we have feeding scheme. Look, feeding scheme is not the main thing. That is not the main aspect of the ashram. Main aspect of the ashram is we have the lessons. The ordinary person, we are taught the lessons of man making. The scriptures, how does it help a common person? The Upanishad is studying, Vedanta, Gita, Ramayana, that studying is the main thing. That is not the main thing. Only main thing is the kitchen. So kitchen is not the main thing. Somebody asked somebody, well, what is said in Bhagavad Gita? Only Bhagavad Gita. Bhagavad Gita talks about diet. Yukta ahar viharasya, how you should walk, how you should eat. Or you say in 17 chapter 3 kind of ahar is mentioned. Therefore, don't make a mistake. That is not what the Gita is, main thing is there. That was one of the side dishes. Side topics was mentioned to propound the main topic. Main topic of Bhagavad Gita was Nanu Shochanti Panditaha. If you know the self, knowledge of the self is the main topic of Bhagavad Gita. Got my point? Didn't get my. If you study Sankhya Yoga, or if you study, what is it called? Yoga Sutras. So Yoga Sutra is Pratipadak, but Brahman is not Pratipadya of Yoga Sutra. Patanjali Yoga Sutra, when I say. You have heard Patanjali Yoga Sutra. That is not the main theme of the Yoga Sutras. It is propounding the methodology. What is a prapad then? Pratipadya and pratipadak, the propounder and propounded. What is the pratipadya of the Yoga Sutras? How to have a quiet mind so that you can attain samadhi. Therefore it is called Ashtanga Yoga. So 8 limbs are there. Tada drashtuhu swarupya avasthana. So that is the main pratipadya of the Yoga Sutras. Brahman is not the pratipadya. And one whose mind is already quiet and he goes and he sees the Yoga Sutra, he can't establish relationship with that text because he was not wanting it. This is not what I was looking for. I'm not looking for what you are talking. I was not looking for this. Sometimes you hear some talk randomly. You cannot establish relationship with the subject because what the speaker is talking, this is not what you are wanting to listen. He's a good speaker. People love him. They say wow also, but to me it didn't appeal because I didn't want to hear this. I wanted to hear something else. There are hundreds of people are watching there, but still you are lost. Because Pratipadya, you are not, what you wanted to know from you, he is not giving that thing what you wanted to know. You go to somebody, some person or some book with some kind of desire, some kind of thirst of certain aspect, you go there. You don't go just for sitting there. And supposing that the speaker doesn't give you that really, it's sometimes after listening you understand I didn't want to listen this I knew. This is a very simple thing what he is telling. He is talking very simple matter. Bole Bhagwan Ram went to forest because Kekai had given him exile. And there he met Marich. And Marich ran away. And after that, Marich went like this. Ab you are hearing, but this is not what you wanted to hear. Yes, I know it. If I had first time I had wanted to know the story of Ramayana, then I would have asked, yes, very interesting. But it is not interesting me now. And therefore you cannot connect with the speaker. Getting my mind? Sometimes you may hear, but you cannot connect it. Because what he is propounding is something different than what you wanted. His pratipadya is different than what your pratipadya is. So that Brahma and Brahmasutra, please note, I am repeating it. Here seeker is Jigyasu And therefore he wants only one, kasminu bhagavo vijñāte sarvabidam vijñātam bhavati. He wants to know about the Brahman. Brahmasutra tells about the Brahman. I am repeating it, there are other topics also, but they are auxiliary topic, not the central theme. Atmavidya, Brahman is the Atmavidya. So Brahmasutra and Brahma, what is the relationship? Pratipadak and Pratipadya. Okay. Revealer and revealed. Revealer and revealed. Right. Now I am coming to the Sutra aspect. Got it? Everywhere. Ashram also, you come, you have a thought that, okay, I hope this ashram will give me this knowledge. It will give me knowledge. Supposing you go to the ashram, some ashram you get, they don't talk about knowledge. They only talk how to plant bindi. Okay. Because that ashram wants to plant, and it goes and it sells and earns money by planting, because they have many acres of land. Therefore students are taught how to plant vegetables, and you went there. This was not. I have gone to such ashram. This is not what I wanted. Or there is one book called in bookstall, Om Cooking. I don't know whether you know or not. You don't know? There is one book called on cooking. That cooking book. I said, what it has to do with the Vedanta? Why should I say and make any comment? But the mission person who will come in the mission, he is not expecting that mission will tell about cooking. There are hundreds of other institutions studying about cooking. Okay. So that is not my pratipadya. Home cooking. Personally, I will not be attracted to home cooking or any other book like that, especially here. All appears very useless. Personally, I am not able to listen to, if I hear sometime on YouTube, some person is talking on Ramayana or Gita. Once line he loosely says, I put it off. I said, why should I know? I cannot hear now. Because he is loosely saying certain things. My not satisfaction is not there. So this Anubandha Chatushtaya is revealed by the first sutra. But it is not directly revealed. So this, it is implied meaning of this first sutra. Implied meaning is what? Arthik. What is the artha of that? Arthik. What is the direct meaning of sutra is called Shrautartha. And what is the implied meaning is called Arthik Artha. What is the implied meaning? So what is the direct meaning of the sutra? Athato Brahma Jigyasa. So thereafter, therefore, Brahma inquiry should be done. This is the direct meaning. Again, please see. I'm not telling everything right now. I'm just going through the introduction. Word by word, I'll come later on. 3 steps we will see. First step, the general meaning, then Shabda, word meaning, and then the Phal. So, Athato means Atha and Ataha and Brahma Jigyasa. These are 3 words are there. So, thereafter, therefore, both are different words. Thereafter and therefore are different words. Just keep in mind, I will come back to it. So, thereafter, therefore, the inquiry of Brahman should be done. Achha. Please note, the Bhagavan Veda Vyasa is not telling about the Vedanta. Purpose of Brahmasutra is not to tell about Upanishads. purpose of Brahmasutra is to tell that in the Upanishads only Brahman is being talked about. He is not telling about Brahman. Or he is more interested in extracting the essence of Brahman, essence of Upanishad which is in the Brahman. This is his more interest is there. Okay? So he is not telling you separately about Brahman. He is telling you about the Brahman after taking it from the Upanishad. So when he talks about Brahman in the Brahmasutra, there is a hidden Upanishad in his mind. Dekho, this is a very beautiful portion. Okay. And therefore, to understand the right meaning of Brahmasutra or any sutra, you should know what? Which Upanishad is in his mind while he is talking about this sutra. And he doesn't write that. Interestingly, to make the matters little complicated, he wrote the sutra, but he has not mentioned which Upanishad he is talking about. First thing, sutra itself is a cryptic statement. It is said in short. So there is a big scope of ambiguity or vagueness about that. Something you say in short, too short, then the vagueness remains that I am not clear, he has not elaborated that portion. And therefore, that Upanishad which is in his mind, while he is talking, I want to know about that Upanishad as well. And here is where Bhagavan Shankaracharya comes and says, may I help you? He has a desk called May I Help You desk. And the name of that desk is called Bhashya. So his Brahmasutra Bhashya are very concentrated and elaborate discussion of Brahman. The Upanishad Bhashya is concentrated, not that elaborate. And Gita Bhashya is little diluted form. And here Bhagwan the Bhashyakar will come and he will talk about that particular sentence or the Upanishad which is peeping from the sutra. And that statement of the Upanishad is called Vishaya Vakyam. Got my point? Didn't get it? That sutra is based on certain Upanishadic statement, mantra. Okay. Now Bhagavan Vedvyas did not, I think he thought we are too qualified. He overestimated us. And I wonder, there was a time where Bhagavan Shankaracharya was not there. How these people must be studying? These people, how they must be studying without Bhash? Here with Bhash also we get confused. Only one answer comes in mind. I think they were too subtle and too good. Okay, and therefore they could understand. More student is not great. More bigger teachings he need. Don't understand. By child has grown up. How do you know? He needs less teachings. To small child you keep on pointing. Don't put your finger on your mouth. Don't put in your nose now. Take it out. Don't eat like this. Whole day he keeps on getting instructions. Don't play with water there. Out. Get out. Don't eat. What are you eating? Open your mouth. Mud is there. Hush. Chi. Go. Go and wash your mouth. Don't cry. Go wash your mouth. Go. Where is your pant gone? Why you took out the pant? I record the pant. Guests are coming, go and put on the pant. Say namaste to Swamiji, say Hari Om. Fold your hands. Take prasad from the right hand, both the hand. These children come, every time they have to be told both the hand. They're like cricket ball they are holding. Give me banana, give me apple. So there must be time when Bhashya was not there. I think those students must be very wild. Batao, kaise kar le there sab? So as the Kali proceeded, the quality of the students came down. And therefore needed Bhashya on the Bhashya also now. Somebody to explain the Bhashya is required. Ab batao kya ho gaya? So the Vishaya Vakya is being clearly told by Bhagavan Shankaracharya. He said, I will remove all the ambiguity, don't worry about it. So that Upanishadic Vakya is called Vishaya Vakya. Don't forget this point. Tomorrow I will not tell everything. I am already saying that. Okay. Now comes first sutra. Athato Brahma Jigyasa. So what is the Vishaya Vakya of Athato Brahma Jigyasa? Now the question comes that what is the Vishaya Vakya of Athato Brahma Jigyasa? Where in the Upanishad, which Upanishadic sentence is peeping by this particular sutra? So there are three references given for Athato Brahma Jigyasa. Acha? What is the three sentences? So I will take you to, you open Taittiriya Upanishad, Bhrigu. You should bring, you have not brought, please bring the mantra pushpam every day. See, Bhrigu Brahma Jigyasa. Bhrigur Vaivarunihi Varunam Pitaramupasasara Adhihi Bhagavo Brahmeti Tasma Etat Provacha Annam Pranam Chakshushrotram Manovachamiti Tagam Hovacha Yato va imani bhutani jayante Ye na jatani jivanti Yat prayantyabhi sambhishanti Tad vijigyasasva Tad brahmeti. Bas. Got it? Kya? Tad vijigyasasva. Not whole thing you did not. This is called Vishaya Vakya. अभी तो एक है, दो और है. All the Upanishad he will say Vijigyasasva is imperative. Lot lakar. You should know that Brahman. Tat. Tat is neuter. Because Brahman is neuter. Therefore, Tad Vijigyasasva. Know that Brahman. So this you can write 3.1. Taittiriya Upanishad 3.1. The first mantra. This is called the Vishaya Vakya. Okay. You should know straight away. Not that you may know it if you like. It's not like that. You should know. It is Adesh. Imperative means Adesh. Gacha. Gach, go. Sit. Tishtat. Upavishat. Tisht. Tisht. Satyam vada. Dharmam chara. So all vada. Vada is in lot lakar. Chara is in lot lakar. Do that. It is not giving any ambiguity. Ma manusmara. So where Vidhi Vakya is mentioned is very important thing is there. Where Vidhi Vakya is written, it is very important thing is there. Okay. Something is very strictness. If that means if you don't do it, you know where the main switch goes, the electric, don't touch. It is not you may not touch. It is not written like that. You may not touch if you don't like. Johannesburg, I went. They had put my vessels. I don't know who wrote. Swamiji's vessels, don't touch. I He said, dilute it. Don't make it such a strong vidhi vakya. But then I said, you say Swamiji's vessels. We can use something else. Don't make it very strong sentence. So, vijigyasasva. Achha. Bole aur kahan vidhi vakya? 3 places are there. Now again I'll take you to Chandogya Upanishad. Please open Chandogya Upanishad in Mantra Pushpam. If you have a small or big one? Small one you have? So in the small one, you open page number 287. And the big one is there, you see. 8 chapter 7th section. 8 chapter 7th section. Got it? Ya Atma Apahat Papma. Got it? 8 chapter 7th section. Ya Atma Apahat Papma Vijro Mrityu Vishoka Vijigatsa Apipasa Satya Kama Satya Sankalpa Sa Anveshtavya Sa Vijigyasitavya. Underline. बस देखो ये विधि भागी ये मिल गया विषय वाक्य. Sanveshtavya, that Atma should be inquired, and Vijigyasitavya, it should be known. Tavya pratyay should be. Earlier it was imperative, lot lakar. Here it is Tavya pratyay. Kartavya. Known. That Atma should be known. You have to know it. You may not know. No, you have to know it. There is no way out. No, I will do Nam Jap. Nam Jap will take you to this Vedanta Gyan. Will I do Karma Yoga? Karma Yoga should take you to here ultimately. Good you are doing Karma Yoga, but that is not final. That is quarter final. So, Sa Vijigyasitavya. This is second reference. And third reference is Brihadaranyaka Upanishad, please, 2.4.5. Brihadaranyaka Upanishad 2.4.5, second chapter, 4th Brahman, and this is 5th mantra. So Atmava Are Patyu Kamaya. See, 5th section is there before that mantra. You got it? After telling that everybody is dear because of the Atma, what is the Upanishad says? Atmava Are Drashtavyaha Shrotavyaha Mantavyaha. 92 page in a small mantra pushpam. In big one I don't know. 2.4.5. Got it? Towards the last. That long mantra is there. Toward the last there is one line. Atmavare drashtavyaha shrotavyaha mantavyaha nididhyasitavya. Maitriya. Mil gaya? So here also it is said Atma alone should be known. We have not come to do something else. So in this Brahma portion, in all these 3 portions, means what? Brahma inquiry is required. And so these 3 are called the Vishaya Vakya, which Bhagavan Vedavyasa has condensed by the Sutra Thato Brahma Jigyasa. This is how we have to go. This is incomplete, grammar is not there. You have to add Athato Brahma Jigyasa Kartavya. So Kartavya is Adhyar. So you have to write Kartavya. So the Jigyasa of the Brahman, the inquiry of the Brahman should be done. Should be. Should is important. Inquiry of the Brahman should be done. Well, if I don't do, if you don't do, you will mean samsari. I hope this point is clear. More we will see in our tomorrow class. पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। हरिः ॐ। श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः। हरिः ॐ।